Yeah, I was doing fine. Started fresh out here in the West for 2 years. Barely ever on my mind. Till a friend called up telling me that you gon' move here. Oh my darling, I've been stalling. I've been waiting for you.
You know, ladies and gentlemen, I had a few videos planned for all you guys today. Unfortunately, I kind of stopped mid-recording. You know what I'm saying? I stopped mid-recording. I had to collect my thoughts because I just realized something. Even if I do touch on this particular thing, there's something major that still has not been addressed. You got people who still think and act a certain way regarding this particular situation. And then, you know, they expect a new piece of hardware to refresh that or change that. And we're going to go ahead and talk about that real quick. Now, obviously, you can tell by the thumbnail where I'm about to go with this. You see, I've been gaming since I was 5 years old, okay? I went through numerous consoles. I went through numerous cycles. I went from the Sega, I went from the PlayStation 1 to the 2 to the 3 to the damn GameCube, the N64, the Super Nintendo. I mean, the list goes on, man. GameCube, all that. I played so many systems, right? And one thing I never thought I would ever have to do after 20 years of a commitment that I have done to gaming that just brought me so much joy. After over 20 years of me being a gamer and just enjoying what I love, I never thought I would actually be here on YouTube and having to do a video like this. But hey, that's just, I guess it's God's plan, right? We're all going to eventually do something. First of all, shout out to everybody. Thank you guys so much for the RHD podcast. I appreciate y'all. If you guys missed it, it is live on the channel. Definitely go give it a listen if you guys are interested. For those of you that are new to the channel, welcome, and thank you guys so much. Now, let's get into this topic. So, this obviously isn't related to no PlayStation. I mean, I guess you can say the platform is related, sure, but it's not related really to, like, the companies. It's not related to Sony. It's not related to a Microsoft or a Nintendo. This is pretty much the core thing that powers these particular platforms, and it's us. You see, a lot of people put a lot of faith into next generation. Every year I notice this, everybody looks, you know, and gets excited for a restart or a refresh of everything that we've gotten from that generation going into the next one. A lot of us want new frame rates, and et cetera, et cetera. But I look into this generation going into the next one, and I look at it like this. I'm actually not interested. At the same time, I'm kind of embarrassed going into a PS5 generation as well as a new Xbox. And no, it's not because of the fact that we gotten more consoles or controllers or anything like that. Nah, than games. No, that's not the problem. No. That's not, well, that is a problem, but that's not what this is about. You see, there's a lot of people who clearly started gaming late. They didn't start gaming back when gaming was just, I'm talking, when I tell you gaming was in perfect harmony, it was in perfect harmony. I'm talking from the small little disputes that you might see on YouTube. They were so, like, petty back then. They were so light back then. Like, nobody really took them or blew them out of proportion last gen or, you know, back in the day. A lot of it just had fun. You know what I'm saying? We'll always go stuff like, hey, Donkey Kong sucks. It's like, no, Mortal Kombat's better. You know what I'm saying? It never went to the point where it's gotten now, where people attack people's families, people dox information, people, you know, just do all this other stuff, right? Nobody did that back in the day. And many people could argue that's because of social media, and I definitely agree. But we didn't have this mentality back then. We played our games. If you didn't own a PlayStation or an Xbox, guess what? You knew somebody down the street. And you know what you did? You went down the street, you went, knocked on their door, you were invited in, you chilled with your homie, and you played on that console, and y'all chilled. Y'all had fun. And then the same thing was done on his side. He'll come over your house, y'all play some PlayStation. Y'all just enjoyed yourselves. You didn't really have to do no ignorant stuff. Now, especially back then, we all owned one or two different platforms, right? We all own one or two different platforms. Some of us owned every single platform. Others were a little picky because of budget, so they had a PlayStation here and maybe like a Game Boy here or something like that, right? A lot of people were picky too. But at the same time, even when they were picky, they didn't do no stupid stuff like I've seen now. I never thought I would see anybody complain about a woman being the lead of character of a game, or something as simple as people being called pedophiles for liking something as iconic as Crash Bandicoot, or something as good as Persona 5. The games, everything from the community, from the way people talk in podcasts, and from the way people carry themselves here on YouTube.com. It's really the main essence that has led to YouTube's very, very big drought that you see here. You notice how more people are getting bored with this generation. People have gotten so bored with YouTube that they have completely abandoned it for a little bit. They really have. A lot of people have just went straight to gaming. They don't want to talk about anything else. They want to just game. And that's something I definitely employ. I employ people to take a few days off of this because it is really ridiculous. You look at gaming now in 2018, let's look at it. We got grown men that are upset because a character like Nadine in Uncharted 4 is beating on the main character. Now, let's look at the statistics and look at these two characters. Nadine is a trained mixed martial artist and extreme combat efficient military specialist versus Nathan Drake, who is just a normal, everyday explorer. Okay, not really every day, but he's a normal guy, right? No real combat experience. He's just a bare knuckle slugger. The dude is funny, obviously, but that's all he is, though. He's a treasure hunter. That versus a treasure hunter. And dudes are complaining because Nadine mopped the floor with not only him, but his brother, who also is in the same boat. Not to mention, a lot of people fail to realize that Sam is not the same since he got shot, because, you know, he has a hole in his back. Just saying. But you know, you factor that in as well. And not to mention, she's younger and more deadly. A lot of people, it's like people don't look at mixed martial arts. Mixed martial arts is a prime example of that whole entire fight scene. When you look at the younger fighters who are disciplined and well-trained in combat, these dudes outshine the older guys 9 times out of 10. And that's what you see. And obviously, they're not crazy trained. So obviously, you're going to get the results that you saw on screen. You got people complaining about that. Or people complaining about the fact that, you know, oh, I don't believe in this quote-unquote, you know, gay push. That's what they call it. Or the lesbian push. Let me tell you something, okay? We all need diversity in this gaming community. We need diversity. Things have changed. Times have changed drastically. There are as many different people in this gaming community. It ranges from so many genders. So many. Okay? It ranges. It really does. There's numerous people from different race, different ethical beliefs, and of course, different opinions that play games. There's plenty of people from different sides here. And they all want their own role model. And they deserve their own role model. This is why I don't care about this stuff. When Assassin's Creed first tried to do this, with Assassin's Creed, I think Syndicate, right? When they said their first transgender character or something like that. I think that's what they said. Transgender character. I didn't bat an eyelash to it. I was okay. I just want the game to be good. Guess what? I ended up liking Assassin's Creed Syndicate a bit. I thought it was pretty good. Got a little overwhelmed with the repetitiveness, but I thought it was a good Assassin's Creed. Thought it was good. Had no problem with that. But again, it ties into a lot of things. People want to talk about female-led characters as if there was never a female-led character in the past or the present. As if that never happened. I'm pretty sure a lot of people know exactly where I'm going with this. Remember Rain? I'm pretty sure that's her name. Rain from Dino Crisis? Remember her? Remember Lara Croft from the iconic Tomb Raider series, which ironically you guys are still playing in 2018 going into 2019? Obviously you have Chloe Frazier and Elena Fisher from the Uncharted series. Obviously, I would say Tails is like, well, is a female, but ironically, I can't really say that because it kind of changes genders, depending on the damn game. I kid you not. Go look that up. It's actually pretty crazy. I actually thought that was a chick this whole time, but it's actually not. It changes genders. But it's crazy, man. It's crazy. You look at this selfish behavior, and it really makes me wonder, would we even have great shows like we did in the 90s? You guys remember the great shows like Black Scorpion, Xena, Buffy the Vampire Slayer, Charmed, right? I wonder if we would ever have those shows if this ignorant behavior would have carried over into like legit just into our TVs. That is how ridiculous this whole situation has become. There's too many people in 2018 that do not know what they're talking about. There's too many people in this community that want to try and just do anything they possibly can to bash anything that is positive. When I see a female character getting pushed, when I see a female character bringing more just, respectfulness to a group, or just bringing more, or pretty much breaking the stereotypes, right, of female characters, I'm happy with that. I really am. I really am. Detroit Become Human is another prime example of this. You notice how Detroit Become Human, you have a very strong female character with North, right? You have a very strong female character, and ironically, she can be a lead character if you kill off Marcus. But with North, she's a very strong female character. You notice how in that game with that strong female character, and you look at the other supporting female characters aside from Kara, the other good female character. But when you look at Kara and North, you move them to a side. What else do you see in that game in terms of female characters? You see them as what? Sex symbols. See, that's the problem. People don't want to break that trend. They want to see all female characters as sex symbols. What is wrong with you guys? It doesn't matter. If the game is good, the game is good. Guess what? I will support it. I will. And here's a quick side note. Some of the best villains, like this group right here, this is one of the best villain groups in Metal Gear Solid history. The Beauty and the Beast Squad. A lot of you don't even know who those people are. And let me give you a rundown. The Beauty and the Beast Squad are literally four main characters or four main members. I'm pretty sure it's four main members. These main members, okay, are all women, and they suffer from psychological problems. Each one having a specific thing that triggered the other into being what they are. You know what I'm saying? One particular one is Laughing Octopus. She literally is what I just described. She's a woman who has this, the ability to camouflage. She has an octopus thing on her head, and she can imitate people, and she laughs all the time because she suffers from this psychological problem that she pretty much was caused. I think she was, I forgot what happened. It's a while, but she suffers from something that caused her to laugh a lot. Okay, there you go. But there's Laughing Octopus. You have Screaming Mantis. You have Crying Wolf, which by far, that one right there hurt me the most when I played that game. Crying Wolf, her story really did hurt me. Let me tell you why it hurt me. She was a prisoner she was pretty much the victim of war, okay? War was breaking out around her area. Explosions going off. She had her baby brother. Her parents were killed in front of her. And they were literally just exterminating people in her area. You know what she had to do to survive, people? And this is why I said there's nothing wrong with a strong female character. You know what she had to do to survive? Her baby brother, who was an infant, okay, was crying. Okay? And that's why she got the name Crying Wolf. Her baby brother was crying. She had to silence her brother in order to live. And when Draven told that story, when you beat her in the game, I felt so bad for her. She had to hold her baby brother and stop him from breathing to shut him up because she was going to get killed. They both were going to get killed. And she was so broken by what she did, she carried around her dead brother, her dead infant baby brother in her hands for a week until she got to safety. And when by the time they got to her, the baby done rotted away for the most part. That is how mentally broken she is. Now tell me, doesn't that sound isn't that some good storytelling right there? That's what I'm talking about. There is nothing wrong with a female character. Nothing. And ironically, she had one of the best Beauty and the Beast like gimmicks. I loved her gimmick. I loved how she was a wolf. She had a sniper rifle on. It was just dope. I love that about her character. But that's what I'm talking about. Too many people, man. Too many people don't know what they're talking about. There's too many of you guys. And you act like you care about gaming. If you care about gaming, you want gaming to evolve. If you care about gaming, you want everybody to be happy. If you care about gaming, you don't want negativity on either side. And the only way for you to get past the negativity is for you to change yourself and allow gaming to get to that point where it needs to be. Allow gaming to get to that point where it needs to be to improve. So many people in 2018, you know what I mean? I'm sick of saying this year, but there's just so many people as of late that just don't want to let these companies improve. Every time a company or a developer comes out and saying he wants to push a female character or he wants to do something different, you always got that one or two Mo and Joe that gotta make a video, that gotta act stupid in the comments saying, oh, he's just doing that because he wants to get the the lesbian community on his side. No. Everybody contributes something to gaming. Everybody. And I'm pretty sure for all you that are so harsh on this whole gay community thing, a lot of you don't even look at Ubisoft. Ubisoft is mixed of a lot of people like that. A lot of these quote-unquote lesbian hardcore extremists that you guys social hate, they're part of Ubisoft. It's mixed. They even tell you in the fine print in every one of their games. It's built of a team of different ethical beliefs, multicultural beliefs. So please, enough is enough. You want the PS5 to be good? You want the new Xbox to be good? And the same thing can be said about the Nintendo side? Let them improve. Let them better themselves. Let them be the future. But if you deny them the future and continue to do this retarded rambling and crying over stuff that's not important, I don't know what to say. I really don't know what to say. Gaming in gaming in general is going down that point where a lot of people are just upset with it. They're stale. It's stale to them. They're burnt out of it because it's so much negativity. You can't even go play a game half the time and be excited and be happy. My most anticipated game is almost here, and I can't wait to play that. That's Spider-Man. But am I going to sit here and be upset because I can play as Mary Jane? No, it's more to the game. She plays a part. Guess what? I got no problem playing that. I have no problem in enjoying that. Do you think I had a problem playing as Kara in Detroit Become Human? No. Kara's one of the best characters David Cage has made in a long time. Aside from Madison, that's another good character. But I have no problem playing a game that's well done. And I never will. And that's what I gotta say on the whole situation. I know I'm going off. This is not a rant or anything like that. Nah, this is just me asking people to grow up. Just grow up. Just stop. Really, just stop. Stop this retarded stuff. It ain't helping the cause. It's making you all look stupid. It really is. It really is. Microsoft is Microsoft. Sony is Sony. Nintendo is Nintendo. Each particular company wants to do something different and wants to break a stereotype. Let them break the stereotypes. This is why I laugh at people who go, wow, I thought you were white or something like that. It's like, why? Because I don't fall into the stereotype? Because I don't say nigga 50 times in a video? Because I don't have my jeans sagging and all this junk? Nah, I carry myself with pride in the real world. And that's how I expect everybody to carry themselves, with pride. Not to copy some little clown you see on TV because they got lucky with a song. And they're making money while we're sitting here struggling, working 9-to-5 jobs. Right? That's what I'm talking about. enough with the stereotypes. Enough with just the ignorance. Let gaming be what it needs to be. And I'm going to leave it at that. You guys like the video, you know what to do. For those of you that are new, hit that subscribe button. Definitely hit the bell icon for everybody to stay up to date with everything on the channel. Because obviously, YouTube is a crock of shit. But that's it. I'm out of here. Y'all have a good one. I'm going to leave it at that. Later, guys.